We have all gathered here on an important development on the continent of Africa, the African Continental Free Trade Area. Perhaps the most single development on the continent since the setting up of the Organization for African Unity, now African Union. But the mere coming into force of the AfCTA necessarily does not mean Africa has arrived. Perhaps there's a sense of optimism that Africa is rising. So far, the theoretical gains or benefits or advantages have been highlighted across the board by academics, industry practitioners, lawyers, business people, and the youth. But much of what has been talked about represent intentions. We have hypothesized gains from the AfCTA, but there's a lot of work to be done to actually translate these theoretical or hypothesized benefits or gains into actual in a manner that creates decent and sustainable jobs for Africa, that is considered the young continent with more youth than any other continent. Translating the theoretical benefits into actual must tackle inequality and limit the poverty of opportunities on the continent that also fuels migration, insecurity, and anxiety. For the Ghanaian businesses, how do we leverage on AfCTA with a combined GDP in excess of $2 trillion and a combined population of over 1.2 billion, which is projected to hit 1.4 billion by 2040, to boost our post-COVID-19 economic recovery effort? The question is, how much of the fine details of AfCTA do you know that you could take advantage of? We have gathered here to understand how enabling is the enabling environment to our SMEs that represent the job creation capacity of our economy. So we are able to derive the maximum benefits given the intended fiscal losses that would accrue to the state as a result of the tariff reforms with the implementation. To this end, Imani and GIZ has invited business owners, financial institutions, and allied entities to the second Imani GIZ Reform Dialogue Series to examine specifically the operational aspects of the AfCTA. This dialogue seeks to provide information to the Ghanaian business community on how they can practically take advantage of the Continental Free Trade Area, whilst we also assess the opportunities and constraints of the AfCTA for the Ghanaian economy, industry, and the wider investor community.